The economic impact of the Super Bowl in New Jersey, next on Caucus, New Jersey.
Funding for this edition of Caucus, New Jersey has been provided by New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and banking under the principle of stewardship. PSE&G, committed to improving New Jersey's economy and strengthening its communities. Verizon Communications, MD Advantage Insurance Company of New Jersey, the law firm of GIBBONS PC, and by Cohn Resnick, providing accounting, tax, and advisory services for more than 90 years. Promotional support provided by the Star Ledger, powering NJ.com. And by NJBIZ, all business, all New Jersey.
Welcome to Caucus. I'm Steve Adubato. You know, the Super Bowl is coming to New Jersey on February 2nd, 2014. The game may be only one night, but the state is expected to accommodate a crowd of almost 400,000 for an entire week. Here to discuss the impact of this surge of visitors that they will have on business in New Jersey and the region, we have Sara Bluhm, Vice President, New Jersey Business and Industry Association; Bob Garrett, President and CEO, Hackensack University Health Network; Wayne Hasenbalg is the President and CEO, New Jersey Sports and Exposition Authority; and finally, Jim Kirkos, CEO, Meadowlands Regional Chamber of Commerce. Thank you all for joining us. This is a big deal.
Yes, it is.
Very big deal. The first cold weather, Wayne, Super Bowl ever.
First cold weather, first two state, first two team ever.
You had that whole thing set up, didn't you, right?
I have it all set up.
By the way, we're going to have some websites that are going to be up throughout this program to talk to you about where you can get more information. We're doing this, obviously, about 2 months before the Super Bowl. Big deal, Bob, right? Why for you guys, and why is even a hospital system even involved?
It's tremendous. I mean, this is one of the biggest events that's coming to our region, really in the history of our region. And Hackensack being a major healthcare provider for the region, we're just so honored to be able to partner on this event. So, you know, it gives us a chance to participate in community outreach, in some health screenings. Certainly, it gives us an opportunity to participate in a real way. We are the trauma center for the region. We're going to have a presence at events before the Super Bowl and during the Super Bowl.
So what's Med 1?
Med 1, yeah, it's a mobile emergency department. It's literally a hospital on wheels, and it's unique. It's the only one in the nation. It was funded by Department of Defense funding after the 9/11 attacks in 2001, and it's 84 feet long. It's literally an intensive care unit, an emergency department, and operating rooms all in one. And it's a tremendous asset that will be available.
Why would you need something like that at a Super Bowl? Let's play this out. Why would you need something like that at a Super Bowl?
Because it's big. And when given the magnitude of, well, I mean, we're expecting about 150,000 people from outside the region who will not even go into the game, for example.
Won't go to the game.
Because they won't have tickets, because you can't. This is one game where demand far exceeds supply.
Right.
You know, so people will do everything they can to try to get a ticket to the game, but everybody won't. So with all the events that are going to be taking place Super Bowl week, and given the fact that it's two states, people will be going back and forth between New York and New Jersey, you need to be prepared for anything that might happen.
So the cold weather itself creates issues, not just from a health perspective, medical perspective, but I keep thinking about transportation. You know, for those of us who grew up in this area and we know Route 3 pretty well, we know the Turnpike pretty well. I mean, Jim, you know this area pretty well, the Meadowlands Chamber. Talk to us about transportation, getting to and from that complex for Super Bowl.
You know, the host committee is working on a really great plan of mass transit. The New Jersey Transit folks have been working with the MTA for 2 years now on mobility plans and making it really accessible. Folks staying in New York will take the train. They have special bus routes to come to the stadium. And quite frankly, I don't see at all the transportation to be anything worse than any other game.
Time out. Hackensack, the folks at Hackensack University Medical Center, you guys are for the Giant Games, you're the official guys.
Yes.
Giant Games, Bob. Let's talk about Route 3.
Right.
An issue?
It's
because now he's saying it's not going to be the same.
Right. It's a challenge, but you know, we have had no real issue in being able to transport patients from from the sports complex up to the hospital.
But I think what you're saying, though, Jim, is that here's my point here. I think you're saying for those of us who have gone to Jet and Giant games and have sat in Route 3, on Route 3, sat on the Turnpike, you think what you're saying is this is different because the traffic patterns are different. The plan is, I think that's what you're saying.
Exactly right.
It's different. The amount of parking spaces that will be available will be dramatically decreased to about 11.
Explain that.
Well, first of all, it's a high-level security event, so there's a different level of security around the stadium, which extends out into the existing parking lots. They have to be secure. They're also rebuilding 7 what we call welcome pavilions in the lots, so the people, that's how they're going to get processed in a tented, warm environment for security screening, ticket screening. All that's going to be constructed on the lots. There'll be media compounds on the lots, so the amount of spaces are going to be dramatically reduced. So the actual car volume will be less than a normal football game.
That's my point. We won't have cars in the same way.
And I think also, if we look at it from the tourism perspective, if we have folks coming in from out of state, it's going to be much easier for them to get on the train and take in the rail or the bus into this.
They don't have their cars.
Exactly.
We live in our cars here in New Jersey,
I think that's one of the benefits of the Super Bowl. Well, this is really a chance for New Jersey to show that we're more than just the Jersey Shore, too, and that come visit us during February. We've got a lot to offer during this time frame as well, and I think that's what a lot of our businesses are excited about, is being able to showcase throughout the year all the benefits of New Jersey. But as we were discussing, you know, there are some great things happening. New Jersey Transit just announced that they're doing a $50 pass for the week, and so you can ride all throughout the transit system.
Hold on, time out. New Jersey Transit, which has been a key player, I don't think people realize that for 2 years we're talking about 16 state agencies involved in this, right? Right. New Jersey Transit being one of them, and they're offering what?
It's a $50 pass for the week so that you can get around and go to different events and get around the state. So if you think about it, you fly into Newark Airport, you want to take the train to your hotel, then you want to take the train to the game. You can do that all on one pass, and it makes it convenient for folks.
Along with bus and light rail.
Yes.
Everything on the New Jersey Transit system, you'll have a pass, a Super Bowl pass.
And how do people know where to go? Because you guys were saying you went to Indianapolis for the last Super Bowl, right?
2 Super Bowls ago.
Excuse me. Last Super Bowl, we had the lights go out, right?
Yeah, it was New Orleans. New Orleans.
Yeah.
We don't want to have that
right. We won't talk about that. PSEG, I saw Ralph LaRose was saying, we're good on this. It's not going to happen. It's on the record here on public television. What did you guys see in Indianapolis 2 years ago that causes you to say, hey, we're going to get this thing together?
I mean, just from, I participated as a fan 2 years ago at Indianapolis, and I just thought the events were very well orchestrated. It was a very fan-friendly atmosphere. People felt good about the city. They felt good about the events. Things were very well planned, very well choreographed. You felt safe. You felt like it was a true, different type of an experience.
That just doesn't happen, Jim.
No,
How does that happen, and what have you learned?
What we've learned is that it can happen with the right kind of planning. And so my experience was similar to Bob's out in Indianapolis. You know, I stayed 45 minutes away in Fishers, Indiana, rented a car, drove to a designated lot, got on a bus, took the bus to the area where we can get around, and that worked fantastic.
What about
they had a good
people?
plan. And
you said the people, because you said in preparation for our Super Bowl in February of 2014, you said that we've been getting our people ready for customer service and, you know, dealing with people. Yeah. What happened, or what did you experience in Indianapolis in terms of that human interaction that caused you to say, hey, this just doesn't happen?
Every single frontline person in Indianapolis was trained to be hospitable and welcoming. The taxi cab drivers, the hostesses at restaurants, everyone you talked to was welcoming and helpful. Not only did they know were they greeting you properly and with a warm smile, but they had information for you in case you needed information about where things were. And so we set the bar on Indianapolis and created, in our region, warm welcome training. We did a partnership with Bergen Community College. Right. We've created an 8-hour certificate class called Excellence in Visitor Experience Certification.
There's a, hold on.
There's a class.
In cooperation with Bergen Community College, there's a program that trains people in customer service.
Absolutely. And this is, we've dubbed it, we've themed it, warm welcome training. But the fact of the matter is we're leveraging this Super Bowl to create a product that lives on long after Super Bowl comes and goes, because we're an emerging destination in the Meadowlands and in New Jersey, and we want to be better at it.
And what I'd add to that is from Hackensack's perspective, we're encouraging our employees to volunteer and to go through the training and to really be involved. So it's not just about the hospital partnering, but it's about individuals really volunteering their time to help out and really feeling a part of the entire event and feeling a part of the community.
You know, the Super Bowl comes and goes in in February. And the question becomes, what is the residual? I mean, not that we know for sure, but what could be, realistically, the residual benefit, Wayne, to the state of New Jersey from an economic perspective? What do you see?
You know, we've been talking about the big events, starting with WrestleMania that was here in April, and now you have Super Bowl. Next year, you have the United States Special Olympics in June. The following year,
the 2014. The World Games.
The United States.
Yes, yeah, those are
Olympics.
big, right.
Hopefully 2015, the Formula One race. Miss America came back. And so all of these really big things are happening. We want them to continue to happen because what we've seen is there is significant economic impact. WrestleMania just announced $101 million of economic impact to the region.
But is there something unique about the Super Bowl and the economic impact? Is there something about the Super Bowl? And if so, what is it, Sarah?
Well, I think if you look at it, we can't pay for this kind of exposure. And we've got such prestige from being the first to host a cold weather game, too. They didn't go to Boston. They didn't go to Washington, D.C. They came to New Jersey.
Philadelphia.
They didn't go to Philadelphia. And I think that it's our business's opportunity to really get out there and be able to market themselves and be able to say, listen, I was a caterer. I was the host hotel. We have experience. We can handle a top-level security event. We can handle a major profile event. And, we get the job done and be able to market that afterwards.
What's Business Connect? Because it ties into directly what you're talking about right now.
Well, one of the things that the host committee had done was...
By the way, who's this host committee?
Well, there is a host committee which is looking at opportunities for the region and for the game, and they do numerous different things from charity work to also helping businesses connect.
They've been working at it for a couple of years.
They have been.
Okay.
And one of the things that they're looking at is having an opportunity for women and minority businesses to serve as vendors, and they have a business directory available, and it's on their website so that anybody can come and see. If you need a business, then here's women and minority businesses that you could consider and use for,
Tied to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
What a great, so they would otherwise never have that exposure.
Correct.
Yes.
That's an interesting concept.
And one other thing that the host committee has done, they've set up a foundation called the Snowflake Foundation.
The Snowflake Foundation.
Snowflake Foundation. It's
a great idea, right?
Yeah. And they're helping to support various medical services. There's going to be a grant that we're applying for to help disadvantaged children that have learning disabilities, and they're going to be involved in some wellness programs as well. So
actually, that Snowflake Foundation, correct me on this, folks, I believe some of those dollars are going to the Boys and Girls Clubs of the state of New Jersey, because we have the president of the Boys and Girls Clubs across the state coming in to talk about that. I just made the connection that that's from the Super Bowl. People think, oh, it's a football game, but some of the revenue, if handled the right way, goes to some great organizations, some of New Jersey, some after-school programs in inner-city communities that need those dollars. Right, Jim?
Absolutely. Let me put it in perspective, too, when Wayne was talking about the WrestleMania. Hotels were packed around the sports complex all the way to Saddlebrook on WrestleMania weekend in New Jersey.
For WrestleMania?
For WrestleMania. So and I made a prediction early on that there won't be an available hotel room in most of northern New Jersey. I think that's going to be the case. And so the economic impact for New Jersey is going to be significant. But referring back to what Sara said earlier, this is also about the future. And we leverage, we leverage the game that is being played here, the biggest game in the world, international visitors being broadcast all over the world,
yes.
And New Jersey is in a spotlight.
I agree. Before Bob jumps back in, he wants to jump back in, my concern is this, Wayne. How do we in New Jersey, now listen, we're broadcasting from New Jersey, we're proud to be part of NJTV, our partners, but we're also together on the New York side with WNET. But here's the thing. When you're in New Jersey and you've got a national and international media market, it's not even a market, but exposure, you sit there and go, how many times have you seen the Meadowlands being featured on national television with the skyline of New York, and they refer to it as, we're here in New York. So my concern as we're watching the Super Bowl being played in the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey, that somehow we get overlooked. Wayne, am I unnecessarily concerned?
Look, I'm embracing the fact that we're New Jersey. All right? And look, I mean, the reality is Media Day will be in New Jersey.
Media Day is in New Jersey?
It's going to be at the Prudential Center in Newark. Okay. Both teams are going to be staying in New Jersey, in Jersey City. Both teams will be practicing in New Jersey.
Back up. Both teams are not staying in Midtown Manhattan?
No, they're not. No. And so there's going to be a lot happening in New Jersey that it's going to be really our job to make sure people know that. I think there's going to be some other events that are going to get announced. So believe me, New Jersey will have the profile that we all deserve.
Confident of that.
Absolutely.
Bob, jump back in.
No, the only thing I want to add is that, you asked what's different about the Super Bowl. I think there is nothing more significant in terms of a media event than the Super Bowl. So, I mean, if we can get that New Jersey identity out there, I think it's huge. So aside from the economic impact that a WrestleMania has, this has some international media implications that are very, very positive for
I don't want to be
region.
a downer at all, but journalistically, I have to bring this up. For the folks down in New Orleans, when the lights did go out, look, you make a face, Bob. When the lights did go out, and they couldn't get them back on, let's say, right away, it did hurt some folks down there, and it did look bad. And, I mean, every full disclosure, PSCG has been a longtime partner of ours and a sponsor of public broadcasting for a long time. And I've heard Ralph LaRosa talk about how they've worked really hard to prepare for this, and we're confident of how good they are, and frankly, we're hopefully much better than the folks that were handling the other situation. But here's my larger question. Are there any other greater risks associated with a cold weather Super Bowl like this that we need to be thinking about?
I mean, weather. Weather is the biggest unknown factor, and I think that's probably been the #1 priority on everyone's mind right from the beginning of all the planning. When New Jersey
put it. How do you plan for it?
Well, you just plan on all circumstances. If you think back to Dallas didn't plan for it, and when they got hit with the ice storm, when the Super Bowl was there, they were spreading dirt because they didn't have salt.
What?
That's right.
That's true.
So, but that's not going to be the case here. So I think you can plan for all of those scenarios, and I think we are planning for it.
And one thing you can plan for, is from a medical health perspective. Yeah. You can plan for cold weather because you can anticipate hypothermia. You can anticipate some of the impact that might happen from cold weather, and you have to have the right medical personnel at the right places, and that is something you can plan for. You always plan for the worst.
So you just took the words out of my mouth. So if you're planning for the worst case scenario, from a hypothermia perspective, in terms of what could happen medically and health-wise, if you're planning for the worst case as you envision it, and the odds are that doesn't happen, but you're prepared for that, well then, when that doesn't happen, that's great. If it does happen, you're prepared. So
we talked about it before, the mobile emergency department, just having that asset available to potentially treat people that are suffering from hypothermia is a huge asset.
By the way, there's another hospital involved over in New York, the Hospital for Special Surgery, is it?
Hospital for Special Surgery and New York Presbyterian.
But they're not doing what Hackensack's doing?
No, they're partnering, and they certainly will be participating from a health response, but we are the closest trauma center.
The sole.
Correct.
Right, I just want to be clear on that. Anything else, because you didn't jump in on that discussion. Would you act like that's not going to happen?
Look, I'm just glad we started 2 years ago. I'd be real nervous if we had not started then. And the model that we put in place to work with the Super Bowl host committee and to get all the state agencies aligned and coordinated.
Name a couple of others, like transportation. I know Department of Transportation, New Jersey Transit,
State Police,
State Police,
tourism,
safety.
Community affairs because there's a lot of permits. Department of Health because there's health. I mean, the list goes on. You'd be surprised. The Port Authority.
How do you get the town? What do you have? 14 towns over the Meadowland district?
14 in Meadowlands proper, but 27.
How do you get those 14 towns to say, yeah, we're on board?
Well, that's part of the communication that I rely on Jim.
That's where he works miracles.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've tried as best we can to get everybody. We've had security briefings with the state police and the towns, so we've tried to keep as best we could everybody involved.
And I think the other benefit too is that we have many home games between now and the Super Bowl, and so we can test out some of these scenarios, whether it be security or the power or how we're moving people in and out. And so they kind of get a trial run each week, yes.
I mean, home games that don't particularly count right now as we're doing this program, but they still, they matter in terms of preparation for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And you're saying we're going to test these things out?
Sure. I think right now, if you were to go to a game, you can see how they're trying out moving transit and having people come in and out, having the security system in place. You know, how quickly are you wanded at the gate? And being able to run some of these test protocols so that PSE&G can see that the lights are staying on every week, or how is it happening as people are taking pictures and sending off the kickoff to their friends or posting it to Twitter.
Why couldn't we, how interesting would it be if you get people who come in from anywhere across the country to come and visit, you know, downtown Hackensack, or go to the Performing Arts Center, if you will, in the Bergen Pack, or NJBIA in Newark, or some terrific museum, someplace.
That's going to happen.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're working really hard to make
happen.
that happen. And we also encourage, you sent a letter from Al Kelly, the head of the host committee, and myself, to every town in New Jersey.
Al Kelly is the head of the host committee?
CEO of the host committee. And we're encouraging towns, because of the economic benefit you talked about, where we all focus on the NFL and all their events, but why not have towns create their own opportunities to help the local vendors? You got Montclair, you've got Ridgewood, you've got towns, and obviously Jersey City and Hoboken and Newark. They're planning some really cool things that you're going to start hearing about that will allow us to tell people, come visit venues in New Jersey, and we're going to do that.
So there's another factor, though, if I may. It's not only for the outside visitors, because I am confident that outside visitors will venture into the local communities and find those destination assets. But what about the local restaurants, residents? What about New Jersey people? They have a right to feel the pride and take ownership of the fact that the greatest game is being played in our backyard. And so these community events are perfect for local residents to have some local pride, and so that they have access to a Super Bowl related event by doing something in their community.
Jim brings up a really good point, because it is a way for New Jerseyans to all feel like they're part of it, because they're not going to have tickets.
Let's be candid about it. We're not going to get tickets to the game.
35% of the tickets go to the two teams in the game, and you won't know who they are.
Again?
35% of the tickets go to the two teams in the game, and you don't know who those two teams are until 2 weeks before.
Oh, boy.
So those people are going to be scrambling to find rooms, and that's going to give us an opportunity to start promoting New Jersey as part of that process.
And the rest of those tickets are...
I hate to people...
Look at you.
I hate this part of the conversation, because
Garrett get...
Because I get asked every day, can I help you?
He's got the Med 1. He'll get a ticket. He's got
the Med 1.
We're running that.
We actually have just a few, and we're going to be raffling them off to our employees and to our physicians.
Unbelievably at a premium, though, right? Yeah. So to think that, so New Jersey, for the most part, let's be candid about this, it's going to be almost impossible for the average fan, Giant fan, to get a ticket, right?
Yes.
Right, but I think that's why we have the experience leading up to the week.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, and that's part of it. Leading up to the game, we've got a week of different activities and experiences. Yes. But, you know, I was even at my local ShopRite the other day, and they had Super Bowl swag in it. And so it is that starting to build that sense of pride and being able to purchase something and being able to say, like, yes, it's being hosted here in New Jersey.
But you have to be proactive. You have to be smart and entrepreneurial in your community and your business and your operation to say, hey, we're a part of this.
You hit it right on the head, because, you know, we're always asked at the Chamber and myself, you know, what's going to happen, is it going to be an impact? And I said, listen, we can't sit around.
Yeah, what are you going to do for us, Jim?
Nah, you can't.
What's the Chamber going to do for my business?
This is not in time. We have to create the there. We have to be smart and creative and use our marketing dollars. We have to collaborate with local communities and businesses and the state and to create the opportunities for people to come and spend their discretionary dollars. And if we do that well, it'll happen.
Got 1 minute left. Bob, biggest impact you think it'll have long term moving forward? First, cold weather Super Bowl, the history of the NFL, right? Long-term impact you think it's going to have on New Jersey and the region?
I think it's going to put a new face on New Jersey in a very positive way. I mean, I think it will have a long-term economic impact, as has been discussed, but I think it will really put us in a great light. I think we're going to shine.
Sarah?
We're a destination you want to come to, and our businesses are open and welcoming you, and we're going to be here for the long term, and we want you to come back.
Bullish.
we're building infrastructure to prepare for the Super Bowl of all kinds of ways. Customer service training, marketing, you know, all those items, we leverage that for the future. We become better at it in the future for the next time there's a big event that comes.
Final word here, Wayne.
We're going to get a Super Bowl again. All right.
Oh,
and we're going to get WrestleMania again. You mark my words.
You dream big, and the problem with you is you get it done. That's the thing I like.
Good thing.
Yeah.
It is a good. I meant that in a good way. Listen, I want to thank all of you, and I look forward to talking to you after the Super Bowl, and wish you nothing but the best in getting the job done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you next time. That was great.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating 25 years of broadcast excellence. N13 for WNET, NJTV, and WHYY. Funding for this edition of Caucus New Jersey has been provided by New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, PSC&G, Verizon Communications, MD Advantage Insurance Company of New Jersey, the law firm of GIBBONS PC, and by Cohn Resnick. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. Caucus New Jersey has been produced in partnership with TriStar Studios. This program has been made possible in part by Celgene.
We can see it. This day has never been closer. Today, thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, hundreds of thousands with blood cancer are living a normal life. We're almost there. We're making cures happen. Join us.